I guess. Is that a word?
I don't know.
No idea. Streamly.
Alright, we're live.
Oh, I'll introduce it, because this will be fun.
Go for it.
Why, hello there. Welcome to the Overwatch Oasis's Week 1 premiere of these teams. I am one of your commentators, Zanny, and the other one is...
Dr. Grill. It's so great to be back, everyone. I've missed commentating so bad. I'm so excited to be kicking off a really good season here. Season 5 gonna be great. Really excited to see both Valhalla and Pizza Planet, because my prediction, I think Valhalla is going to have the biggest upset potential this season. Maybe that's just me, but I've seen some good things from them in scrims. So I am looking for some good things from them.
We do see the runner-ups from last season, Pizza Planet, a little bit shifting into a big-name players to either ladder climbing or just free agency, as Korean, Wannabe, and Flicker are two who both went to Diamond on most roles, or the roles that they play. And of course me and Ziptail have gone to free agency, but they still have some solid players. They have Kirby, Ragnarok Alex, Psycho Mantis, CM Punk, and some new additions. With AJ, who I believe
Hufflepunk before as well.
Hufflepunk is a very new addition, but Nerdy Buttercat, who used to be on the team as a main tank, I'm guessing he's playing support now. But you see AJ from Nova from last season seemed to join this, join the team as a new DPS. A new DPS maybe, as he's not here yet at all. Yeah, you see the GOAT on the bench currently, but we do see the brawl from Valhalla here.
From Valhalla, and
do you see
a diva brawl coming out from the side of both teams are going to come here to the top, and we got that Junkrat on the side of Pizza Planet, going to causing a lot of damage here onto Valhalla. So Valhalla is pushing them back. Oh, but Pizza Planet retaliates and pushes them back as well. No kicks come out yet.
Shield going down.
Will go down to Hufflepunk. That is no Lucio for the side of Valhalla right now. Ooh, we got Hunter going down, Brow Daddy going down, PowerPoint is able to get Ragnarok Alex, but Bean. And Pro able to get Psycho Mantis as well, as Valhalla is starting to start to gather up again. They're starting to get ready to push back in. We have Brow Daddy getting ready to push in as the rest of the team follows suit. Already getting aggressive here. Anti-tunnel game wheel. Bean will go down first, and then Hunter as well to Claw Dragon. Huge picks put up from the Junkrat here on the side of Pizza Planet. Brow Daddy able to get Hufflepunk, but Brow Daddy will go down to Mr. Game Kirby on the Reddit. Lucio gonna get some kills here. PowerPoint is able to get Claw Dragon, but the pick's coming a little too late, and Pizza Planet will stabilize.
Yeah, you see during that fight, Valhalla decided to go back in after the 2 picks, which kind of made some sense, but at the same time, you guys were down most of your players. You guys had a couple back, but
yeah, they should have waited
pushing back in there, it was a little bit of a feed there, because now Pizza Planet's coming into this fight with 6 ults, and Valhalla with only 4. You do see a Shatter Bomb questionable coming here, but you don't know. Brow Daddy kind of holding shield here, knowing the Shatter's coming. The bubble, though, is big. Watch the Shadow.
Will go down. Second is able to get 2. The Colette comes out from Pizza Planet as well. A lot of ults coming out from Pizza Planet here. Oh, God, they're able to get the 2. And the team kill comes
5 ults. Pizza Planet uses High Noon, Diva Bomb, Shatter, Cole, and Tire.
Honestly, I feel like maybe that wasn't exactly needed, but seeing as we are in one-fight territory and Valhalla has no ult.
Valhalla has Bob and Grab, V-Drop is able to use it initially. V-Drop, same use for Pizza Planet. Pizza Planet now has no ults though, especially with that Reinhardt going down 50% to Shatter. Punk gets D-Mag, Bob gets rid of that Mag. Trap, Kirby.
But Valhalla able to take it back! That bomb was what they needed. A little bit of extra pressure, and Brow Daddy and Hunter were able just to go nuts there.
Valhalla in that fight made a very smart decision of using that beat drop to initiate. That beat drop is what actually sustained them through that fight, because they had a lot of spam coming in from Glob and Psycho from high ground as McCree. But with that beat drop, it forced Kirby to use beat, and Bob is used for free at that point. Grab for this fight is basically a free grab. It's very
do really well.
there's a grab on the Kirby, and Kirby is definitely gone there. Brow has the bubble to maybe win that fight against Hufflepunk, and that's one thing in this brawl that Valhalla has to take advantage of. Is that when Brow
was able
gets
to find
bubbled,
power point first, too, which is not good if you're Valhalla. Globjack will get anti-pro. That is no DPS on the side of Valhalla, but the tanks are able to clean up here. Oh, CM Punk moved off by Moosh as well, and we have Hufflepunk coming in by themselves here. They will back up, which is a smart choice to do.
The thing about this Diva Rhine brawl from this from Beats Plan is they can play it right here, but when Browdie gets bubbled and Hufflepunk's kind of trying to take the 2v2 tank duel, Hufflepunk does die there because Browdie of course has the bubble and is able to just take the damage. Shatter doesn't come through. Block gets anti-pro and Hufflepunk Shatter block. Brow hitting back in and maybe get a pick before he dies. Nothing coming through. Coalescence from Beat just trying to keep the whole team alive. Throwing some extra damage at the same time. PowerPoint gets picked off. Tire from Glob to maybe seal it. He's trying to find the supports. Beat gets back on the point. Tire chases Moosh. Depot bubble just enough to get off point, but the pin from Hufflepunk keeps them away from getting the point, and that will be round one from Pizza Planet.
So apparently, oh, never mind. He said that he said he couldn't hear you guys at first, but he said he can now. Yeah, I had checked as soon as I started it, but yeah, it's all good now. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, carry on.
Not a huge surprise here from this first round. Pizza Planet, they are still that runner-up team from finals last year. They still do have Psycho, Kirby, and Alex and Punk and Glob, all players from that finals team who were there in finals. So I mean, they were able.
Look very strong on this brawl here. But we're gonna see Valhalla pulling out the dive since they've done a little bit of research here. Some Zen, some Mercy. This looks like the dive that we've been seeing in ladder lately and from higher level players. So I am here to see how they're going to execute this dive.
One thing that's questionable is this Doomfist pick. Psycho on Widow, maybe expecting PowerPoint to go on Widow here. PowerPoint last season was known for his Widowmaker being one of the best.
Right away.
PowerPoint gets picked off almost immediately as well, though, after getting that D-Mech. And you see BX Hunter on this Winston just kind of trying to take space, forcing the Widow off high ground. PowerPoint gets res, but Beat gets taken down.
Brow Daddy will get CM Punk though. And this dive looking very strong here by Valhalla. Though Hunter will go down. Blob Dragon will go down as well.
There goes Rag.
Two.
That res on the PowerPoint was very big. PowerPoint's very
big.
Low. Okay, there we go. But
that was a really good res there from Moosh, waiting for the right moment and then getting the Doom back in the fight.
Oh, Psycho gets poked out and uses sights there. Glob though, mine jumps a little bit too far ahead. Oh no, and now it's Pizza Planet's fight already done. And that's just more time they have to wait for respawns. But like, I mean, that's better than a dragged on fight where you're just waiting for people to get staggered, but it's still, that's rough just to have that stagger. So instead of going into this fight where they could possibly stop it at like where it is now, to stopping the fight at probably around 50%. PowerPoint though retreating onto this high ground, maybe looking for a rollout here as he almost has Meteor Strike. Pizza Planet aggressive, trying to knock BX off. Oh, and Depot gets poked down. Kirby
will go down to PowerPoint. That is no Lucio. No speed boost for that brawl, which needs Lucio.
Wow, throws on the bomb, gets nothing but Ragnarok.
But CM Punk will go in and get Beam, which is no Zen for this dive, which the this port is so important for.
PowerPoint. I mean, not PowerPoint. Psycho finds himself on his own.
Ooh,
and Valhalla will win this fight. Yeah, that's oh no!
The mech wash!
No, the mech knocked him off map, and PX jumps back up, and the train comes, and Globbers them. But
And now this dive has a lot of ults going into here, but so does Pizza Planet as well. The dive from Valhalla, I'm just gonna say it looks really good right now.
They gotta use some ult management here though. Psycho rollout doesn't work so well. Tires up from Glob. Who will it find? It finds two! It finds PowerPoint and Mooch. That could be big for Pizza Planet. They use High Noon, gets the team back on Proud Daddy.
A little bit of initiation Cole as well, to make sure the tanks stay healthy for the push. Second is able to get Bean. Though there is still full on almost 6 ults for Valhalla here.
That Cole was used really late actually. That Cole was like after 3 picks. And like there's 3 ults down for Pizza Planet. They're coming in with 3 ults, but Valhalla has 6. And I'm not saying if you all press triangle at once, it's gonna win the fight, but I'm saying that if you press triangle a little bit spaced out in the fight, if you're Valhalla. Primal use Hufflepunk getting popped away. Huffle is going and uses Shattered.
And PowerPoint able to get Psycho is out of the fight as well. This seems to be a winning fight right now.
Punk uses the bomb, no one gets caught out by it though.
Such pulse bomb does go on to Punk, but doesn't get any kills.
That mech falls low though.
Punk dangerously low. CM Punk out of the mech. And Brow Daddy, Brow Daddy on the
and Valhalla takes round 2. Like I said, if you have 6 ults going into a fight, don't press them all at once, but if you press them spaced out, you will win, especially in that case, that Primal. Hufflepunk gets kind of spaced away from his team with it, and just ends up getting knocked off because, and it's more tragic because that Shatter, he shatters as he falls, and it's just rough there. But, of course, there's still round 3, and this is honestly, Sanctuary, which is a,
I was gonna say, it didn't seem like Pizza Planet knew what to do against that dive. So now that Valhalla is off the dive and going on to a really annoying double shield Tor pop, I wonder how they're going to respond, because Blob Dragons will be on that tour. We got Psycho on the Sombra, and Kirby on the Brig. Both sides are going to be running some really crazy spam and CC comps.
But now you see Tor double shield from Valhalla with that Sigma. And we're just going to go right into it, almost playing like a brawl. Psycho gets poked out immediately by the slam uppercut, has to translocate without getting much ult charge on that Sombra. Hufflepunk finds himself in between Brow Daddy and the wrong end of Valhalla. Oh no. That's a time where it's like, that's a time where you just don't know the other team's aggressing, and they aggress almost perfectly,
it was
like that.
Great, just like you said, they just aggressed in the perfect moment. And then Moosh got in there, got that res, made it a huge winnable fight. And like it was almost winnable there, because Kirby was able to get oh, Psycho made his bullying Bean in the back line here. The Sombra is gonna be a problem if no one deals with Psycho.
You see that Torque turret though, accurately placed on that high ground, maybe hoping to stop Sombra hacks, but Glob does focus the turret down, but Glob's turret's too far back. Glob's turret actually gets destroyed.
Forbidden Capri
Hufflepunk though, it's a little bit in the back line of Valhalla, and they don't know yet. Hufflepunk might be able to get Shatter before he gets taken down. VX Hunter Shatter finds nothing. Hufflepunk has the Shatter. Is he going to use it? 6 shield comes out. Meter strike from PowerPoint. Who is he landing on? It's Psycho! Psycho doesn't know! PowerPoint though, trying to help his Reinhardt in the duel of Reinhardt. They all end up trying to come support VX Hunter, but VX Hunter gets poked out by the turret of both ends. Pizza Planet actually takes the point there. Punk gets the pick on an AD opponent. It looks like Valhalla loses that, but the grab is used from Punk. Was that a fat finger? Or was that a... Is that a fact?
Someone?
I wonder if he was trying to make sure PowerPoint didn't get out. But otherwise they do have the MP and Shatter, and Rally, which are all really good on Psycho Mantis, as you see. As you can see, look for the MP, gets it. Shatter comes through, gets both tanks. Actually has PowerPoint instead of Sigma. Boosh trying to get a res here on VX Hunter before Hunter pinned straight in. The combat gets
stunned by
stunned.
Kirby.
Kirby does get punched out of the way before getting infected with stuff.
As well as the rally, and so much healing right now.
PowerPoint charging the punch. Kirby gets the pick. Punk gets pinned, but Humble Punk coming in pinning VX Hunter, and that will be that fight. EMP, as you can see, a very fight-winning a lot of the time. EMP is always known as one of those ults where it's like, it's one of those ults where you don't need to use other ults to combo with it, but it is also very good with a combo. So you'll need the combo, but it definitely does ensure a fight win. A lot of teams are really good at being able to use EMP to their advantage. Pizza Planet showing they can do that. Psycho sneaking around, maybe looking to poke out PowerPoint on this Junkrat, but PowerPoint knows he's there. He goes for the turret. PowerPoint gets two nades right to the face of Psycho.
Shatter comes in.
Counter pin comes through. VX Hunter, Shatter doesn't get much. Punk, oh no. And that's just clear fight win there. That's one ult used from, that's actually two ults used, but
Two ults, yeah.
really only one because the Shatter got blocked.
Yeah.
You see
Shatter
Psycho
and Forbidden Capri Sun.
behind on the Tracer now. I wonder what he's planning to do with this. He's taking some pop
He's
shots.
gonna try and bully this back line here. Probably try and make them turn so that way the rest of the team can get in.
The enemy is placed.
Rao has this flux though, which could be very big if Pizza Planet doesn't get on this point soon. He could just flux them all off the point at 99. Pizza Planet can't
and
touch.
Bean also almost have their support ult as well, which has been huge as well.
Flux used, grabs three. Punk finds himself with no bubbles. Kirby falls low.
Hunter gets Kirby.
Punk gets a pin, but it doesn't work out. Glob uses the molten core to try and just keep him in this fight. Tyra used from PowerPoint. Where is it? And it gets Glob. Glob got 3K, but it couldn't save the fight. And Valhalla takes map 1. It's almost like
color
a
commentary.
huh?
We keep almost trying to do. We keep trying to do like play by
Yeah,
play.
I keep finding myself like, wait, where are we going? What happened?
Honestly though, I will say I did like seeing Kirby on that brig.
Kirby on Brig is very fun to see.
But Valhalla just looked really strong there. Like they were able to take that back with the right amount of ults.
It's nice to be
and the
appreciated.
support was really strong there. That dive too was like really good. But dive is not easy. And seeing a team that does it like perfect, like that's, you know, I love it. I love to see it.
I think a lot of that Valhalla, like, I think a lot of the reason Valhalla won map 2 and 3 is that, like, you can, like, Valhalla runs a lot of Brawl, a lot of it. And a lot of teams in Tier 3 do. That's kind of like the Tier 3 tank line, is Brawl, Brawl, Brawl. Or
Yeah.
Double Shield. But, Pizza Planet was kind of going into this thinking, like, oh, they're gonna run Brawl and maybe try and out-Brawl us, but Valhalla keep changing up their comp every map, and it left Pizza Planet not knowing what they were gonna run next.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like I think they kept surprising them there a little bit. Like I said, they did not seem to expect that dive at all. They did nothing to counter it. They seemed really lost in what to do. And then that double shield with the Tor, like both of them almost mirrored each other. But that Sigma Brow Daddy on the Sigma did like really a lot of work there for Valhalla.
Yeah, I found that map was a really fun map to watch from both sides. Honestly, I think the thing you can work on from Valhalla is being able to capitalize on the fact that it's a Diva versus a Zarya, and Zarya should be winning that most of the time because of Zarya's ability to just go through DM and just enable Rhine more. But we do see Blizzard World Winter coming out here, apparently.
Blizzard World!
It's gonna be a real blizzard if it's winter. Woo! But and the thing about Valhalla there is that they did really good, I think, on their second two maps. First map was a little bit odd to see.
A little bit rocky.
It was a little bit rocky, but they were finding their footing, seeing what Pizza Planet was going in to do, and they found their groove. From Pizza Planet though, they gotta try and take advantage of these comps from Valhalla on that dive. They swapped to the Korean. That's really the only swap they did to counter the dive. And then on Sanctuary, they kind of like, they won the fight, and then they just found themselves like not knowing when the other team was going to push, and just finding themselves not knowing how to, I wouldn't say win fights, but how to keep fights alive, in a way, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Honestly, though, like, I've really like seen Hufflepunk. Hufflepunk did really well. And I have never seen Hufflepunk play before, so that's really interesting for, you know, me to see the new players. Same with Moosh as well. I don't think I've seen Moosh, at least.
I think
Maybe I'm
Hufflepunk,
wrong.
whoa, Hufflepunk did decent, if I can speak. Clearly, English, not my strong suit in any way, speaking in general. But, Hufflepunk did really good. It was just a constant, like, it was a constant theme of him pinning in with no game plan. And I see a lot of Ryans do this, and it's like, it's not at all like one thing where it's like, this will kill your game, but this doesn't help tank, like, there where CM Punk is more of like a diva player, and when he's playing Zarya, and he has to worry about his Ryan pinning straight in, and he only has one bubble that only gives him like a 200 health shield, that's going to be hard for that Ryan to get back out, and especially with Valhalla being able to witness that in the last 2 maps and being like, okay, we need to focus this Ryan when he's trying to get out of these fights. And they did that pretty well through first and second map. I think if Hufflepunk cleans that up, Pizza Planet wins. If he keeps doing it and Valhalla keeps punishing it, Valhalla wins more fights, maybe even more maps, the game. There's always small things that any player can do to improve their gameplay, no matter what tier you are, no matter what SR you are, and that's like, everyone has their one demanding like thing that brings them down, and that was the one thing I saw from Hufflepunk, but overall, very good Ryan play.
Definitely, both sides have some really strong players here. And since we're gonna have Nerdy Buttercat coming in on support, got Quandary coming in as well. Alex is gonna be on the tank this time, and we're gonna have Goat coming in on DPS. Little Masala is gonna be coming in on support. We've got some Rav DPS coming in. I'm always excited to see Rav on DPS. And since the tank line's gonna stay the same.
Yeah, I think that makes sense for Valhalla. That tank line did really good. I mentioned earlier off stream that Valhalla's one thing that I saw last season was that they demanded they didn't really have that like one big like off tank staple, and it seems like BX Hunter's doing a pretty decent job at being an off tank here.
Definitely.
You do see Rav coming in for Andipo. I like that's good. Andipo usually known from C9 and later season of Valhalla for being that more kind of like tracer Junkrat specialist player, and Rav coming in to be like a very good hit scan Sombra kind of player. So I think that's smart for Valhalla going into Blizzard World, where you do see a really good like high grounds, and Sombra's very good. Soldier, who's got that insane recoil but no spread kind of rework going in here. Ashe is really good if you want to take high grounds like PowerPoint, and if you're a good Widow, PowerPoint is right there. So I'm looking forward to see what happens here on this map and how Pizza Planet the Valhalla tank line.
Initiating match.
Alright, we're coming into Blizzard World. Sadly, it's not Christmas Blizzard World. Gotta go through Thanksgiving first before we can get to Christmas.
No presents!
No presents! Not yet!
You went from happy commentary Zanny to angry commentary Zanny.
Oh, jeez. If we see double shield, it's gonna be
Ready for
Angie. Oh, I called it! Well, no, I'll take some Ryan double shield over, like, you know, double.
I actually enjoy double shield.
Really?
I enjoy double shield. I find Sigma, Orisa, fun to watch because I like to see how teams use Pull. I like how Holt is
That's
used
fair.
in double shield.
We are gonna see the Symmetra though from Ravioli Stain, or are we? Is it gonna be a
Also-
fake out? I have no idea.
Also, I don't know why, but when I said the Angie Zandy thing, I don't know why, but I thought of like those memes where it's like the happy person, and then they Photoshop the eyebrows on at like an indent. That's me right now.
Flush octopus that you put inside and out to show mood, happy or angry.
That's me.
Right, so we're gonna have traditional brawl coming in from Pizza Planet. It seems that they like to run brawl. No issue there at all whatsoever.
I feel like
If you run it, go for it.
it's a comfortability
Oh,
pick.
Ravioli's still gonna be on the Symmetra here. I am curious to see what is gonna be, how they're gonna use this. I'm kind of following their POV here.
Oh, they might teleport across here. This is a teleport across point, and it is a
Chuck,
teleport
no,
across.
bad.
Oh my god, Chalk leave. But
Naughty Chuck.
VX Hunter
Okay.
pinning straight in, but he is anti. Hufflepunk gets taken out, so does
Oh,
Nerdy
the huge
Buttercat.
anti. Oh.
Rav though behind his Symmetra gets 2, gets 3. Is there another for Ravioli Stain? Blob landing on point. PowerPoint cleans him up. Moosh goes down, but I don't see much of a sign of slowing down.
I was not expecting that sim to work as well as it did. Oh my goodness.
The payload.
That was
It took a-
absolute just pure power. They were just like a cohesive team there and just pushed onto them.
I think the thing that worked there is that Rav kind of stayed hidden, stayed inside of her own team for a lot of that fight, and almost hid herself inside of her team and made sure they didn't know that she was Sim, so that when they found out that she was Sim, it was too late. They were already behind. She was already high charge and already killed. But Rav on the Pharah now, which works with this no hits gang comp from Pizza Planet though, go on the Pharah trying to take this flank angle here. BX Hunter gets caught out, but both lines are down. Rav gets the pick on Giandros as you see Ragnarok Alex is trying to keep this front line on the Zarya. But he has no charge and there's 3 people facing him. He has no team behind him anymore. Rav on this Pharah is just cleaning house.
Honestly, it
And
was
that's gonna be
smart
the
of
fight.
Rab to switch right to the Pharah right after the sim. Because normally it's like a sim, you use sim situationally, and then you switch off. So it was smart to go right to the Pharah, especially if you notice that they don't really have a hit scan. But now Goat is going to be going on this Pharah as well. But about almost barely any contesting, Valhalla is able to get second point. Collections will be popped on the side of Pizza Planet, but doesn't seem to be getting too much value. I could be wrong there. Other than healing up the tanks.
I think Rav did a very good job on that on that after first point, noticing that Sim Wall isn't the most substantial ult, charges really fast, only up for 15 seconds, and it's more of just like it's like an Arista shield, but flat. You just walk right past it and they can't really do much about it. So good idea on switching off the Sim because the ult isn't very beneficial in fights. But Hufflepunk does get taken down because of the flux. Tire used by Glob Dragon, and it gets 2. Will it be winnable though? Rav gets Glob though before much can come through. VX Hunter gets the shatter. Jandro's Quandary, got the 2 words mixed up into one. Ragnarok Alex on this high charge Zarya. He's got to get out with this high charge. He can't die here. That's a very high charge Zarya, and you want to keep that charge. This is from a Zarya standpoint too. Goat gets nanoed on the barrage. Doesn't get much. Rav, regular barrage, gets 1. Still in the air. They can't stop her. She's got Rag gets taken down. PowerPoint on the Kree though. He's getting picks too. He gets 3. And it goes from a Pizza Planet fight to all Valhalla. Goat gets on as a soldier. PowerPoint though, popping the high noon as a zoning ult. No one's able to touch. And that is Valhalla with 4 minutes left in time bank.
I'm gonna say it right now. I think the ult tracking and the ult used on Valhalla, which is 10 times better there. Like, for example, they used Flux. It was Nano Flux. And then, like, they spaced out their ults so well for when they needed them. They never really ult bombed there, which is honestly very smart. Like, there was really no wasted ult, from what I could tell on the side of Valhalla. I think everyone is just playing really well right now on that side. And so right now, they're just a force to be reckoned with.
That was a problem people saw back even last season when Valhalla, it was their first season as Valhalla, they found themselves like over ulting or not charging ults fast enough or just not having an ult economy at all really. And here they go coming into this game with way better ult tracking, way better ult management, way better ult like charge rate. It's almost like a new team right now, and you can see that from this tank and DPS line, honestly. Of course, Moosh is a new support on this team, but Brow Daddy and BX Hunter have done a really good job against this Pizza Planet tank line in just making sure that this other tank line has no room to breathe.
I know, they really are just like pressuring beyond repair.
Oh, PowerPoint on Widow. This is gonna be fun.
Double shield Bastion's gonna be really annoying for this brawl inside of Pizza Planet to even push through. So it does seem Pizza Planet is gonna go through the bottom, which is smart.
Oh no, Rav's already set back up for that position though, and already has the spam coming through. You do see the double shield coming up for him. Hufflepuff though rotating back around mid. That's a good job from Pizza Planet. They notice they can't take that fight in that room, so they try and rotate back around. But here's where they gotta go up high ground. They can't stay at this choke behind this statue forever. Goat though on the soldier, taking the high ground to get a better angle. Glob goes in for the suicide kill onto Rav. They get it, but PowerPoint ends up picking Glob in the process. Pizza Planet pushing up really far to try and make sure they can take this fight away. And Hufflepuff keeps pushing forward, gets 2. And it looks like even though Valhalla ran the bunker, they were not able to stay up, but PowerPoint gets another pick on that Widow. He gets another PowerPoint! Looking for a third.
Oh,
he's right behind Nerdy.
Behind the Ana.
He can't hit the shot, but here comes Rav on the Sombra to try and help contest. Doesn't happen, Moosh has to back up.
Honestly,
PowerPoint's gotta stay on this Widow.
Honestly, Hufflepuff just like absolutely like led that fight to victory there with the double kill and then just
he did. That was a very good job on that on the Reinhardt side of things, being able to get that pin, have a team back him up, push up right forward, and that's what I was talking about earlier. He pinned in, but he had a plan. PowerPoint though taking this angle on Widow, Goat flanking him, and PowerPoint gets taken out. Soldier is really good right now because of that buff, and Ravioli able to translocate away. Hufflepunk and Goat though chasing her back down, but you see the coalescence bearing down on the tanks in this front line. But you see Pizza Planet kind of split right now, going after Rav on the Sombra, but they have no attention to the front line. Big shouter from, oh no. Masala saves that fight with that sleep right there. Unless Pizza Planet can get more picks here. The Nano is committed onto Hufflepunk. Can they do something with it? PowerPoint gets another pick. Oh god. PowerPoint sights. He's behind. Goat falls desperately low. Has to use the healing field. But sights are up. They can see everyone. PowerPoint gets Hufflepunk. Rav gets Brow Daddy actually gets the pick on the Ana, and that's gonna be the end of that fight. PowerPoint on Widow is another being.
It's another being indeed. On the side of Valhalla, we now have EMP and Belt. Though there isn't anything to really combo that EMP with, look how powerful a double shield is. There should be a lot of value through it.
My ultimate is ready.
Especially if they can collapse onto the right target right away. So there are 3 really good ults here on the side of the Glob Dragon will get picked early so they can push.
PowerPoint though has to drop here. Off that high ground, Pizza Planet does take the high ground. Rabbit though has the EMP and is ready to pop it. The X-Hunter, as you can see, pushing up high ground as that Orisa actually picks out Goat. Ragnarok Alex gets hacked on the Zarya. Ravioli is not able to win that fight window, but oh, PowerPoint, almost like an assassin on Widow, sneaks up on you when you don't even know he's there.
No
he gets
one can
2.
hide from my
That
noticed,
is
but Pizza Planet was super disjointed. Like Hufflepunk was in one area, you had Ragnarok in another area. Like they all just got separated. You know, just that you killed the push instantly the moment they all separated from one another.
And that's another thing that we found wrong on Busan. They like to split up, and that was their downfall.
But with a double shield like this, you can't split up. It's like, you can't.
and Sombra, even
Oh, and
just Sombra on her own. And
Oh,
the EMP comes
inside of
through.
the room.
They don't know the flux,
EMP flux.
and they're all antied, and it's
goodness.
massive.
Nano.
It's massive from Brow Daddy, and oh my goodness.
Like I said, they are comboing these ults. They are communicating. There is a lot of just like beautiful cohesiveness coming from Valhalla right now. They are a whole new team. They're here to kill us tonight. How strong they are.
Round of applause for that. On the other hand, though, that's 4 ults down from Valhalla. But Coalescence is used from Jandros, and Nerdy gets picked off by Rab. She hacks Hufflepunk, no shield allowed, especially against this supercharger that comes through from BX Hunter. Jandros able to get away, go on the high ground using the visor, gets PowerPoint, Glob gets antied and slept, able to get away with a fraction of health. Ravioli stand though, gets rid of Goat, who had that visor up. The visor was used and is not getting any more picks. Shield is broken from Hufflepunk, trying to push forward. Hufflepunk almost has that shatter. He's definitely looking for it. Glob has the tire, is going behind. Glob has the angle. It's missed. PowerPoint misses and gets moved. Great job by Valhalla though, splitting up slightly so that tire cannot get any more than 1 pick. Lift used. Glob falls. Hufflepunk on the high ground, nowhere near his team. PowerPoint getting pushed on the Widow. Hufflepunk is there. PowerPoint has to get away. He does. Sights are used there. Ravioli has that EMP. Is it used? It is. It's a 4-man EMP. That's 4 people down. No grab. And Brow! 2-man rock. 1 rock. 2 birds, 1 stone. With that right there.
Insane here from Brow
And
Daddy.
oh my, Brow on the Sigma is an absolute murderer.
Yeah,
Glob.
Dragon's gonna touch.
Glob
We
does
have
the
Hufflepunk
flank.
coming back as well.
Huffle coming in, has the shatter, has to wait for that Orisa Golden Cup. Come back,
Oh.
Moosh gets shattered. Moosh is very low though, and Jandros on that battle. Moira gets 2. Brow ends up killing himself with the orbs. Rab gets trapped. BX Hunter on his own, and that's gonna be the fight. Pizza Planet wins off the back of Hufflepunk and Glob yet again. Ragnarok Alex comes back on that Winston, of course, but oh my. Whew.
That was great hustle there from Pizza Planet. Like, Glob touched just at the right moment, and then the rest of the team came back to ult. Valhalla almost won it there, but now the fight is still gonna go on. Pizza Planet has a chance. They have 1 minute, less than a minute now, in order.
They have to win this fight demandingly.
They can't go down at all.
Sigma ult's used. Glob is really low. Glob goes down.
Oh,
No way of survival there. Was antied. BX Hunter has that supercharger. Could pop it here and be the fight winner. Pizza Planet can't back out of this fight. They have to take it here. Glob had that tire too. Go on the Tracer now, looking for the pulse bomb. Taking a fight with Ravioli, able to get out. Dashing through, looking for the pulse, and gets the EMP used. Oh no, this could be big. Glob uses the tire, gets 2. Pizza Planet has a chance. They gotta clean up these kills now though. Goat coming in, trying to get the picks. Both supports are down. Brow Daddy's backing up. They gotta get 3 on cart. 3 have to get on cart, and they're gonna make it with a fraction of a second left. No, Rab's gonna touch. And so is that. No, Pizza Planet can't win. Pizza Planet's not gonna be able to win the map, and they don't. Pizza Planet can't win the map.
Quantri's touching!
Overtime strikes though. They can't win the map. It's a only draw situation here. They can draw, but they can win the fight for the draw. But Ragnarok Alex with a big 2K bomb. It is still winnable here to keep the draw and keep it from going down 2-0. Goat puts the pulse bomb on the floor. Ravioli staying, walks on it like a peeled banana in Mario Kart. Brow Daddy gets Goat. It's Ragnarok Alex, a baby diva left alone on point. No one can kill him though. Glob coming in on the jump rat, and oh god, he got sent flying. And Valhalla goes up 2-0. Either way, Pizza Planet couldn't have won that map. They had to prevent that ball from touching. and prevent Rat from touching us.
Play of the game.
And here's Brow on Sigma. Yeah, that's.
Brow just being a Chad as usual. how else can I put
Look at this
it?
rock. Bam. Bam.
Oh.
Next. Who's next? Eating. Bam. Bam. That's exquisite Sigma play. Yeah, I use big words here. Exquisite. I said it. Now I can't.
Epic.
Simple arithmetic.
That was
Learning on
insane.
the
Though.
brig was not like the worst idea. I think he was doing it as like a way to scout Sombra. But I feel like a Lucio probably would have worked really well too in that comp. If you're gonna run Brawl, you might as well run like a full-on Brawl. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But Pizza Planet, like, they have the right pieces here. They
do.
They just gotta kind of pick up. They gotta pull the bootstraps a little bit. Don't let Valhalla overpower you.
I think that's. I wanted to like see positives here, and it's like I see only Valhalla when I think of positives right now in this match.
Yeah, Valhalla just looks so strong. Like the synergy is just so on point right now.
Valhalla's played perfect. Their coordination through tanks, their ult management. This might just be coming from a person who plays tank a lot, and like
No,
especially
I see it
in
as
tier 3
well.
scrims. But like, this tank line looks so good.
It really does. And like Valhalla does a good thing. Like they have these players and they just like work on the players that they have. Like they don't try and like stack up on a lot. They're just like, hey, we got these players and we got the synergy to absolutely rock it. And they do. This is
And
the
by the
Valhalla
way-
that beat Nova in playoffs.
By the way, Kenny Oct Wheezy's on Pizza Planet, so assign them to blue. Actually, no, assign them to red because you gotta flip teams. Flip sides,
Because yeah,
'cause-
I wasn't sure what team he was on because they didn't send a list, so I had removed them as soon as.
Oh,
they
yeah.
joined.
Usually when they have the P icon, that means they're on Pizza Planet, like the Philadelphia Fusion icon.
Oh, okay.
On Pizza Planet. But you never know because some people might troll and do that. But I'll tell you that.
Says
you-
same team as last year, just more synergy and an off season to work out the kinks. Recipe for success. And I have to admit, I 100% agree with that.
That's very smart, William. But Pizza Planet still has a chance here on Hanamura. Assault, if I remember, was one of Valhalla's like not stronger ones. They weren't super good at Assault, so we'll see how that
Assault
goes.
is extremely technical. I don't blame anyone for being bad at Assault.
I do want to see PowerPoint on Widow more. It might just be me, but seeing on Blizzard World PowerPoint get almost 2 picks every time Valhalla was down 1 was insane. Like, I don't know,
Oh, yeah.
PowerPoint's Widow is just nuts.
PowerPoint's just nuts in general.
But
PowerPoint is just crazy in general, especially there. Like just the 2 picks right off the bat. Like, oh my goodness.
go ahead and remember to change names too. But
Nah, they
I
just
think-
had each other's name for a second.
Pizza Planet changes to Valhalla, and Valhalla is now Pizza Planet. Hey, they swap names. Which one's better? Which one fits them better? But one thing that also was really good that map was Masala's Anna. I saw a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of big antis from
Oh, huge. Antis.
Masala.
Great healing just in general from both Moosh and Masala. Seems now on the side of Pizza Planet we're gonna have Hufflepunk taken out, and we're gonna have CM Punk and Quandary coming in for tank, which I don't think I've seen this tank duo, so it is interesting.
Yeah, that's it's interesting, but Jandros played tank in the early season, last season, didn't play much near the late season and playoffs. Punk played first map, played a lot of tank last season, played has played tank for so many seasons in
Oh, yeah, I remember
Oasis.
Punk when I first joined the server. I commentated a Pizza Planet game and he got like a 6-man bomb, I think.
Always known as one of the better divas of Tier 3. Also back when it was just Tier 2 and Tier 1. Now it's just Tier 2 and Tier 3.
Oh, the good old days.
Ah, the good old days.
They are
But
taking
you
out
see
Brow
Oct
Daddy
Weezy.
here.
Hmm?
They're
something
taking out
out
Brow
there.
Daddy.
Are.
Yeah.
Sakura Sauce gonna be coming in.
That's interesting. Maybe you see BX Hunter swap over to the main tank more. As you saw BX Hunter playing off tank and main tank last map. Maybe he's solely main tank because Sakura Sauce known more as an off tank, kind of like a Zarya diva, kind of Zarya Hog actually, not diva. You see Rag and Oct Weezy on this DPS line. Oct Weezy, a new player to Pizza Planet. Ragnarok Alex, of course, been here since almost the very beginning. Actually, it might be since the very beginning. I don't quite remember. But Rag, known for his Soldier, his Sombra, his Pharah. He has a pretty decently sized pool, hero pool when it comes to DPS. But let's see what he plays into Valhalla, who has Depot in for PowerPoint here.
Oh. Probably
Kirby
expecting
coming in.
a bit more of a really annoying comp, because Antipo does play like the Junk, the Mei, the Torb, which are a lot of really
Tracer.
annoying characters, and really good to put in Antipo here for the 2CP, because those 3 characters on a 2CP map, whew, really annoying.
Kirby coming in, maybe to play some Zen. Or BAP, or anything. I don't know. Kirby plays Zen a lot. He enjoys playing Zen. Let's see if he plays Zen.
But we also saw him play the Brig, and we also saw him play the Lucio as well.
That is true. But we haven't seen Go on support yet. So let's see how that goes. Go on DPS, last map of course. Yeah, Kirby's most likely on off support. You don't see Kirby much on main support, so my guess is Go is a main support player. Double off support's not very meta anymore, and Kirby doesn't play main support much, so that's my prediction, is that they're running a regular support comp and just having Goat fill in for Nerdy. I guess Nerdy was playing main support. As Jandra's. Jandra's on Moira. But yeah. But Jandra's now on tank, and Jandra's, I believe, played Reinhardt at the beginning of last season. I think.
I have no idea, so your guess is as good as mine.
I think he played Ryan. Then again, I'm not very smart. So I could be wrong.
It's hard to keep track of like every player in the league though, so.
It is. For a brief moment, for a brief moment, just for a brief one, I looked at the screen and I zoned out, and then I forgot what I was doing. And then I realized I was commentating a game. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not. I do that a lot though. Like, I'll be in anywhere and I'll just zone out and forget what I was doing.
It's 1-0 right now to Zanshin Tactics. Interesting.
Interesting. Prodigy Noobs versus Zanshin Tactics. Interesting matchup here. Prodigy Noobs, a whole new team. Zanshin Tactics, a kind of rebrand of Duck Duck Dive, which was a sort of rebrand of No Quacks Required. So, and then I don't think they were anything before No Quacks, were they?
I don't think so. I mean, I joined when they were No Quacks. I don't know anything before season 3.
I'd have to ask Kirby. And he's in the game. So I won't bother.
I'll have to rewatch the Prodigy game once we finish up here tonight.
If you watch most of our streams, you will know that Mr. Game and Kirby is one of our frequent stream team commentators, and I'm usually commentating with him whenever I am commentating. But there is like a every once or twice month I'll commentate with someone new. This time it's Doc. Mostly because Kirby was commentating a day where I was not available. But that's all good. I am very intrigued on what this map is gonna be. Oh, Psycho comes in for Octweezy.
Oh. Maybe they were having a bit of issues? I'm not sure.
Maybe, perhaps. Psycho coming in could change this, because Psycho did play, Sombra on Busan, so you could see a Sombra, here on Hanamura, or maybe even, a Junkrat from either Rag or him. They both play it.
Alright, we're going into Hanamura here. I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a sim. You know, just a guess.
Initiating match.
Just a slight guess. Rag does play the sim, and so does Rav. So, the Rag Rav. Who's gonna do it? Might get them mixed up, might not. They're both on DPS, so let's see how it goes. Hanamura, everybody. The map of either sheer anger or pure bliss. You choose which one. It's either great scenery calms you down, or the fact that this first choke angering you so much you break your controller.
And
Which one is it?
And Sim.
Wait.
Surprised?
Incoming in 30 seconds.
No. No. Sim is very common on this map, sadly. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a hatred towards Sim. I just find her character kit a little bit annoying. But everyone has that one hero they don't like. Mine is Sim.
1. Attackers incoming.
Probably
And May.
Junkrat's the one I hate the most.
I just hate the Ice Demon.
Alright.
You see a Sim teleporter coming from Pizza Planet. Teleporting right in, but Valhalla knows. Ravioli already picked off 2. Or Ravioli picked off 1, and then Depot gets 2 with the Sim. The microwave is set, and it is melting. And, no. This... I don't know why I'm laughing, but like something about not seeing Bunker work against someone and it not being you just makes you happy. Like seeing Bunker work,
so bad
and
for Pizza Planet right now.
I feel really bad for them too, because like getting through this choke has to be pure agony. Same turrets, a Bastion, an Orisa, a Sigma, a Baptiste Immortality field, but the other thing about it is being able to see people just get
Game and Kirby out first.
melted this much.
And Psycho Mantis will go down. Ravioli able to get 2 here with the Bastion.
Rav just is melting. Punk just gets his mech back after losing it, I think, very early into the fight. Jeez, this is some Psycho on this Flara. It could work, it just really depends on if Psycho can get the angle on Rav where Rav can't see.
Pizza Planet just trying to poke in here.
They're trying to get through this left choke, but the bull is pushing them back. And Racker that is... Can they even touch the point now? It's a real question. Like, the Sim was the reason they got on the point last time, but like, Sim won't work as they know they're running Sim. Farah is getting shut down by this Bastion, because Bastion is hit scan if he sees you. In a way. He's hit scan always. But he is a far counter if he knows where he is. But he's using the ult, so he turns from hit scan to projectile. Just spamming that shield. That actually gives Pizza Planet a chance to push forward. Barrage used, gets through Immortality, and Wrath and Psycho trade here. Wall used from Mandipo to maybe get some protective shielding here. Bragg though gets BX Hunter. Jandro's taking the brawl, gets rid of Sakura. But BX Hunter gets res in a bad position, gets pushed forward, able to stay alive for a little bit. You see Jandro is getting rocked, but Punk able to kill 2 more. And Masala using this window to maybe try and save something.
That was a really good just collapse onto the Bastion there for Pizza Planet.
That ult from Rav was... Bastion ult's not usually an ult you use to engage fights unless you're on attack. Because it turns you from a hit scan to a projectile, especially against that Pharah, where you go from not having a Pharah counter to having one. So it's like, using that ult may have been the wrong time, because you could have used it if Pizza Planet pushed forward when they finally got some some
down right away and
frosting on the point, but Pizza Planet already takes point. Drop from Valhalla though, but Ragnarok Alex gets picked off by Ravioli Stain. Psycho switches onto the Hanzo, and it looks like Pizza Planet might not be able to fight this anymore, especially with the lift from BX Hunter catching 3. The Immortality field able to save a couple. And Masala on Baptiste. Battle Bap is here. Arrived. It is very difficult.
Though that was almost every single ult from the side of Valhalla. Pizza Planet literally has 5 ults here. They could easily just pop what they need and get the point. If they use their ults correctly, of course.
And there's the discipline that comes into fruition. Valhalla, this whole time we've been giving them praise, have had their ult usage on point. Right there they use all their ults in one fight.
Yeah, that was
decent decision, not the best. Tire coming through and Depot. Masala perfectly timed. Ragnarok Alex gets other with the Tire. Ravioli Stain actually picks off Psycho in the back line. Might actually get Go, but Go pops the Valkyrie to get away from Rav. Ragnarok Alex on this high ground still though. Punk pops the bomb. The Risa shield's still there to keep Sakura alive through the shield dance. And Depot picks off Jandros. Punk lonesome on the point. Ragnarok Alex just going in to die with some ult charge and maybe a little bit of dignity. And dies.
Even after using every single ult, they still cannot even get a tick. Which is sad to see, but it happens. Those ults just had like no value. They literally were just countered perfectly by Valhalla with their cooldowns.
Yeah, Valhalla did a really good job of not needing ults to win a fight. And that's what a really good team does. They don't need fights, they don't need ults to win fights for ults. But they do have EMP Tire here. Rav pops the EMP. Oh no. Valhalla's done it again. They've done it better than Pizza Planet. They've used EMP without an ult combo and won a fight. Talked about this on Busan. If you can use EMP and not use an ult to combo with it and still win the fight that demandingly, Sombra should be a mandatory pick whenever that person's in play, and Rav has been a really good Sombra.
Oh, indeed. On that Hunter, the moment that EMP got popped, charged right in there, got as much damage in as possible, so the rest of the team was able to follow suit. Here comes the Dragons. Oh, Move is gonna go down, which is a huge pick right now if you are Pizza Planet. Double Tire.
Tire comes through, gets picked. Ravs gets picked, and then Depot's get picked. Both Tires get nothing. And Depot gets Goat though on the flank. Rav gets Psycho on the flank. Rav is still behind the team, even though on the front line the window was popped. BX Hunter still swinging, and Pizza Planet doesn't win the fight. Oh no!
And it looked so strong in their favor. It's just that. The only thing is to get cut.
This is where ultimate economy is crucial. Psycho gets hacked and destroyed. Jandros can't even pin on the point. CM Punk can't fly there because of the EMP. And now he's gonna have to full hold to win the match still.
John Hawk says Sakura isn't a bad tank player, which just honest. Which honestly, I agree. Sakura's, I believe Sakura's on the Orisa. Sakura's Orisa was really strong. I think I saw the moment, like the shield went down, the Orisa shield went down. Quandary went in to shatter, and the moment the hammer down was about to happen, just Orisa shield back up, blocks the shatter. It was very well timed. Wanted to just point that out because I noticed it.
Yeah.
Ready for battle.
Ugh. Sorry, I had to stretch a bit. And here it comes from Pizza Planet, the bunker.
Attackers incoming.
You see Punk on Diva though.
They're not going to be running the Orisa here, which normally is what you want to run with a bunker.
Is Psycho gonna try and play Bastion with natural cover? Because this Bastion spot right on this rock over here. Oh, they're...
5,
Are they
4,
doing something?
2, 1.
I've never seen this before. What is happening? Oh, they're just gonna hold on. Alright. I thought Psycho was gonna do some special stuff with like a May wall.
I think they were expecting a sim, but the sim
And the walls
is
come
not happening, so...
Both walls come through. As you see, Valhalla rotating to the high ground, which is smart, especially where this Bastion's holding, but Psycho able to take this angle in the back on the wall. But Maywall comes through to maybe prevent some of that Bastion damage, but he is able to shred right through it as Valhalla just taking on point presence. You see the pin straight in for BX Hunter, gets picked off. Sakura gets DMAC, and here's what I said earlier. You can't pin straight in without having a game plan. Doesn't pin the Bastion, no game plans there, no team follow-up. Then Valhalla loses that fight. I'm gonna say I doubted this bunker with the Reinhardt, but seems to be working. Can't knock it till I try it. I guess we tried it, but can't knock it till it works. Can't knock it till you see it.
Yeah, the bunker definitely works a lot better. Like, holding on to the point, it forces Valhalla to come to you. You don't have to go to them. Ooh, Valhalla, they're going to be going another long rotation here, all the way around. They got the Lucio for that speed boost. Now they just have to figure out how they want to approach this Bastion.
And it's all up to Depot with this tire if they want to win this next fight. Psycho though almost has that Bastion ult. This is perfect time to use it. He does use it. He was on top of that Maywall. Now dropped down, shooting. Rav falls low. The Blizzard comes through. It's Eden. Sakura makes a big play. May ult from Pizza Planet or from Valhalla coming through. Valhalla looks to take the fight and maybe even the map with it. Or not the map, but the game. Taking this third tick at this point does mean that Valhalla wins this match. And they do. Valhalla is the winner of the match. Not the map, but they have officially won the match.
They won the series.
Overall. Won the series.
Because even if it's a draw here, they still win the series as a whole.
But of course we always go to 4 maps, so there will be more action.
Those map wins.
As you see Pizza Planet, Valhalla actually being hesitant on this push. They stay on the bunker though. And you see Sakura taking this off angle, but Ragnarok Alex on the far really punching it. You see Valhalla maybe in sort of a pickle here, stuck on their own. Shatters get traded. They hit each other at the same time.
On Quandary as well from Little Masala.
Jandros falls low, finds himself alone on the point. Psycho gets picked off by Depot. Bomb comes in from CM Punk. Maybe a last-ditch effort. Ragnarok Alex into Depot bomb comes through. It's Kirby. For a second, I thought that was Punk's bomb, and I didn't see BX Hunter put up shield, and I thought that was like a 4K. Ragnarok Alex gets the barrage kill, or gets killed out of barrage. Psycho though uses the ult, gets Ravioli Stain. It's still winnable for Pizza Planet. The reinforcements are coming back. Punk gets the remake. It's still a big stall here. Punk just keeping them on point. They can't see 9 here though. Oh no, no one's touching right now. And oh no, looks winnable. Go get sucked on point though. Go gets on point as they get slugged. Jonders though gets antied. Psycho coming in on the Doom. On the rollout, doesn't get much. Kirby can't touch. And Valhalla goes up 3-0. Takes the map. Takes the series. But there's a map 4 still. And I already think I know who our MVP is. And he wasn't it.
Take it 3-0 and they win the series. We still have map 4 for map wins. If map wins, we still count towards playoffs here. If I remember correctly.
Map wins do still count to playoffs.
Getting a 3-1 is always better than getting a 4-0.
Exactly. Because that means you have some stuff that you know that you have been able to improve on through the match. Our last map is Dorado, which is Escort.
Oh, I got it.
We've seen Bastion from both teams. Do we see Pirate Ship?
You're expecting a pirate ship? Are you expecting the pirate ship?
Oh, let me go into interview mode. So, Dr. Grill, do you see either team running some Pirate Ship here?
I'm gonna expect it from Valhalla. They seem to enjoy their Bastion. I would not be shocked whatsoever if they decided to run the pirate ship just a little bit.
In short, Dr. Grill did say, Bastion go burr.
Brrr.
Bastion go brrr. Bastion go brrr. Hope I need to, that was a bad burr. Alright, I got only the best for my fans, which are like 2. 1, my mom. So, Bastion go brrr. There you go.
I am curious though what Pizza Planet is going to do, as they are gonna expect. I don't know if they're gonna expect a pirate ship, but I do know that they definitely want to get this last map here. Even though they have lost the series, they do want to get map 4. So they're not gonna put Hufflepunk back in, who had played really well. The first 2 maps, I believe, is what they played in.
I think that if a certain someone on Valhalla's bench gets put back in, they get MVP. I think if a certain someone on the Valhalla lineup, yes. I think a certain someone from the Valhalla lineup that stays in right now gets DPS MVP. Right. I think support MVP for Pizza Planet though is gonna be rough.
Though I mean we don't have to choose at all for it can be for any team now, whether win or lose.
I thought it was a team captain's pick for us.
The team captains will nominate 2 people, and then Stream Team chooses, no matter who wins and loses. I think that's what I read.
And we can. I'm pretty sure we can still pick, or you guys can still pick.
Yeah.
Even if they're not nominated, you can still pick, like if they win or not.
Oh.
So the captains just suggest 2 people, and then you guys decide who
overall.
Yeah.
And there is no like 2 for winning, 1 for loser. Like we could choose all 3 for Valhalla if we really felt like it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might be the case. If a 4-0 happens, that is the case.
And it's not like that Pizza Planet's doing bad per se. It's just
this getting outshined.
Yeah, this is just not the Pizza Planet that we know.
It's not the Pizza Planet you love to see.
Yeah, like normally Pizza Planet's really aggressive. They like to do really ballsy plays. So this is just a very passive Pizza Planet. It's not something that I kind of expected to see tonight.
So we're gonna see Jandro's coming in for Goat. And Glob coming in for I think it was Kirby. And Nerdy coming in for I guess Nerdy coming in for Goat, Glob coming in for Kirby, Jandro's coming in for, I believe, Rag. And then Hufflepunk coming in for Jandro. I guess Jandro's on tank. Got swapped to DPS. And then Hufflepunk comes in. I have no idea how this works. I don't know how to speak English anymore. I've like, my vocabulary's been shrunk to like 2 words. And it's usually just go burr. So there's Zanny's hot scoop.
Oh, sorry, I was watching my dog.
I do that
He
a
was
lot.
being very cute.
Dogs do that.
They are adorable little beans.
So you see Brow Daddy coming in for BX Hunter. You see
Woohoo, Brow
Book of
Daddy.
Sorrows coming in for
Yeah,
Andipo.
I was gonna say, I was really hoping to see Book come in.
PowerPoint coming in from Andipo. Beant coming in for Masala, or I guess for Moosh. So, PowerPoint has a chance at stealing my MVP vote. And
I
I
still
think.
say Rab. I always say Rab.
But
Like,
what
yeah,
if he
PowerPoint
goes
had some flashy
Widow?
plays on
But what if
Widow,
he
but,
goes
like,
Widow
Rab
and
did
just
so
destroys
much
it?
for the team.
What if on Dorado he gets like 5 picks with Widow in one fight?
If he gets a 6K on Widow, I'll consider.
Kenny, you'll be our tiebreaker. That's not a request, it's a demand. I'm just messing. But, yeah, I think if PowerPoint just pops on any hero he plays, he might get my MVP vote. It's close. Of course. I think Masala has to keep doing insane support things. They get my support vote. And I think Brow Daddy locked it up for tank already. Especially because he's playing this map, and he's probably going to do good, knowing him. But you never know. He's usually a consistent player. But consistency isn't always consistent, I guess?
I guess it's one way to put it.
I feel like that makes sense. Kind of. I mean, I guess even the most consistent players can have a bad game. So I guess, yeah. Consistency isn't always consistent. Bam.
We all have our bad days.
Quote Zanny Boy, 2020.
Lee. Sure you are, Lee. You could be best EU Widow in your heart, bud.
Good one. You like to see friendly team banter, even when they're not even talking to each other. And neither of them in the match. I might need a drink. From commentating doesn't quench my thirst. Water does. I'm gonna go hydrate.
I can wait for Zanny. They did good Reddits, but I can wait for him.
Okay. Chat, I see you guys.
someone left.
Oh, we lost Bean. Where'd Bean go?
I have returned, and with my beverage.
And we gotta wait for Bean to come back. You know, good thing we didn't start the game.
Good thing. Good crack. By crack, I meant like crack of the can. Don't confuse it with, you know, the illegal drug. Pretty good.
Yeah, Lee, when are you gonna cast? Bo's right.
Yeah, Lee.
Yeah, Lee. When?
Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
Lee. When? Huh? Huh?
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Hi,
I
Millie.
guess I'm not a peer. Lee is very much older than me.
I got a dog in my face. Millie, I love you, but I'm commentating.
Let the dog commentate.
Oh, you want her to commentate? She'll just burp into the mic.
And that's better than mine.
Wanna burp in the mic?
Exhilarating commentary. God, can your dog just join stream team? Make me jealous. So much better than me. Commentating.
Get that deep breathing in the mic.
That dog is just like so much better than me at commentating. It's crazy. Like,
What, we got Bean back in.
the emotion in its breathing.
We got Readies from Valhalla. Did we get Readies from Pizza Planet before?
Did we get readies from
Doesn't
Slice
seem like it.
Continent?
Yeah. Sorry, they both did ready before being. Just
Alright,
make
yep.
sure.
We are ready to go.
Okay.
It's gonna be my name for Pizza Planet now. Slice Continent. Get it? Cause it's a piece of the planet and it's a piece of pizza. Haha. Haha. I'm not funny. There you go, that's my attempt at stand-up comedy. I'm gonna be the next guy. I can't think of a stand-up comedian who didn't have a good career. So I don't listen to them.
Initiating match.
Alright. Let's see what we're gonna see from both sides.
I do hope to see PowerPoint on Widow. PowerPoint Widow. PowerPoint Widow. I will chant for it. I demand Widow and I need it now.
Ready for
PowerPoint
battle.
wants to go on the Genji, it seems. We're gonna go. No, not
I'm
that.
fine with that.
Gonna have Brow Daddy on the Reinhardt. On a Zen, which is gonna be extremely risky here, because if there's any character that can dive in the backline from Pizza Planet, that Zen and that Ana is gonna be extremely vulnerable. Sakura Sauce gonna be on the wins. This is like a really weird dive plus a diving Reinhardt. I don't know, I guess if Reinhardt can fly, he can
Pin straight into the team.
dive.
Ever heard of dive?
And on the side
Dive
of
winner?
Pizza Planet, we're going to see a little bit more meta here with the Ana, Mercy, and annoying characters with May. Yeah.
Nano,
The payload.
Okay, actually, we're gonna see Sakura going on to the new Diva instead of the monkey.
Right, starting off the wall.
Diva, frozen
Semi walls off
from
the tank, but
laundry.
Brow was able to jump in front with that shield, but Brow ends up getting taken down for that heroic act. Book of Sorrows though on the Doom Fist getting a pick.
The
Book of
red
Sorrows
will
knows
come
he's a
through,
smart player, but did get to You do see PowerPoint though taking the high ground, maybe looking to challenge Mantis up there. Nerdy. Mantis doesn't seem to know where PowerPoint is though. PowerPoint comes up when they least expect it on the end of the Junkrat. They're able to take the fight away. Book of Sorrows able to do a swift roll out of that fight. And PowerPoint gets taken out of that. But you do see Brow and the rest of the team kind of just waiting at choke as Sakura switches over to the Zarya, which is a smarter pick here, in my opinion. Zarya is better suited to upper rank right here. Browdaddy though with the counterpin, Punk falls low. Blizzard coming through, is Browdaddy able to escape? No! He just barely gets frozen in the room. And that's gonna be Pizza Planet taking another fight at spawn here. Bogasaurus though still behind on the Doom Fist. Mantis might be able to take him out though. Sorrows though. Being smart with his play. Oh! Book of Sorrows with a clean rollout if you got that
if
on
nobody
camera.
deals with that Doom Fist, it's gonna prove trouble for Pizza Planet here.
PowerPoint on the Farah.
3 people ran off to go deal with the Doom. Once you're able to get Sorrows, 2 people will go down on the side of Pizza Planet.
PowerPoint on the Farah. He's putting in the work. Russian
Sorrows
Black.
got in the fight as well.
Shattered Browdaddy catches Nerdy.
And a huge anti onto Hufflepunk from Little Vasala.
Meteor strike.
Oh, and
You see
Tess
Joggers
with a
getting
hit.
picked off by that punching, but Limassol taking a nap here. Nano comes through on the Browdaddy though. You just see
Ooh, but the shatter will stop
flanking
Browdaddy in
Psycho
his
on
spot
Junkrat
along
though, but he's
the
1 health and he's not.
Honestly, Valhalla seems to have picked up the pace here. They seem to have like their footing now. Ooh, a huge shatter coming in from Browdaddy as long as a huge anti onto Hufflepunk.
Able to get away though. Grab comes through. Psycho gets only 1 pick with a soccer sauce to fall low though. Tank line could be coming back here, but Browdaddy and PowerPoint do clean up the kills there.
Valhalla, even though they lost a few players, are able to stabilize here. Though Pizza Planet will be coming back soon, and Pizza Planet has a lot of game-changing ults here, like Blizzard, which will be thrown in. Planet able to stabilize. Oh, but we got CM Punk Pebble Punk able to get Bogasaros out of the fight.
Sakura putting in the damage, has the grab. Punk able to take out Bogasaurus as you said though. And it seems like Valhalla might just back up here. But Browdaddy though is still trying to take a fight. They are gonna back up, playing a semi kind of safe play here. Which is not bad at all. I think that's smart.
Ooh, the huge grab coming in from Valhalla, but the wall will stop any aggressors. PowerPoint will use the barrage if you get Pebble Punk out of the fight. CM Punk out of the fight.
People though. Will Pizza Planet be able to turn this fight around? Browdaddy finds himself in a little bit of a pickle. Soccer Sauce and PowerPoint though still cleaning up kills here. Psycho Mantis uses the high noon but dies before he can actually get any shot up at all. Browdaddy gets res and that's gonna be point B.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
And the payload will just keep on moving here. Pizza Planet would have the ult, it's just that they just not get any value from them, and it's because Valhalla would use their ults as well to counter perfectly. And Pizza Planet has no ult, while Valhalla has 2, almost 3, with Beam getting really close to that Valkyrie.
You do see Punk kind of just taking the angle on Browdy. Browdy is able to get away though. Jandro's stuck in that room though. No one's going to be able to help Jandros.
So the supports are getting Brow Daddy as much opportunity here to be as aggressive as possible.
And Nerdy finds himself on his own, and Pizza Planet cannot find a footing on his defense yet. It's just long fights that they cannot.
It's just been a lot of like jumping on the point and trying to stall. So many ults too being built up on the side of Valhalla.
Justice
With the barrage at the spawn! PowerPoint! That's bullying.
Meteor strike.
Someone would call the bully hunters.
Score 0-3.
That was absolute massacre from Valhalla.
Initiating match.
Pizza Planet's just got to push it all the way through, and if I am guessing right, they have not captured a single final objective this whole game. Fun fact: they did not capture point B on Hanamura, point 3 on Blizzard World, and if they don't cap point 3 on Dorado, they will go unfinished on any map. No map where they have succeeded in capturing all objectives. I guess you could technically say Control. They finished capturing. They didn't even finish capturing an objective there because they lost 2 out of 3 maps. So
Attackers incoming.
I guess you could technically say that, but they did take 1 round. So I think technically they've taken an objective. But on any map that hasn't been King of the Hill, they have not been able to finish a map.
Seems that like it. And it seems on Valhalla we're going to be seeing double shield again. Brow Daddy going to be coming back onto the Sigma, and Sakura back onto the Orisa. Little Masala and Bean going to be playing the Ana Mercy as well. And we're going to be seeing a little bit of annoying Doom Sombra. While on the side of Pizza Planet, we got a traditional brawl, a traditional Mayblade coming out. That's a flashback to the past.
Mayblade, let it rip. PowerPoint though on the Sombra, baiting and Hubblepunk into his own hack. Hubblepunk can't do anything to stop the hack. PowerPoint getting frozen up, but is able to translocate away. The fight though kind of growing in this room.
Psycho Mantis will find Bocasaros.
Psycho Mantis also looking to catch PowerPoint though. PowerPoint can get away here if he's able to get the health back, and he gets Psycho and the health back. Fight though on Heart though. Tanks just kind of taking this upfront battle, double shield versus Ryan Diva. The battle of the metas from Overwatch League this season, if you watched it, beginning was Ryan Diva, all through double shield was the rest. Jandros though taking out the Sombra in the backline, a big problem. Punk though gets D-Mech in the backlines. Bocasaurus takes out Nerdy with the Doom Fist punch. It is still very much doable for both teams here. Sakura Sauce approaching Supercharger. Jandros gets another pick though. Flux comes in from Browday to maybe turn on the fight. Gets Hufflepunk. Punk falls very low. PowerPoint comes in on the Sombra, gets a hack, but Psycho Mantis and Jandros cannot go down here. They have not died. Bocasaurus coming into Song. Maybe. Meteor Strike is used, and you can't land back down the point here.
Wait.
You just gotta land back with your team. And he does.
Why would you use B?
You
That's
should
a
be
little
a
strange.
I'll make
But
quick
there
work
is still
of them.
4 ults, no 3 ults, from the side of Pizza Planet that they can use to push this. Though both support ults and an Orisa ult, almost an EMP, are online for
I think
the
Glob
side
used
of
that.
Valhalla.
I think Glob used that beat to maybe try and counter a Doom Fist ult.
Possibly?
But that Doom Fist ult was used to get out.
PowerPoint ends up falling off the map, and here comes the Blizzard from Laundry to initiate, catching Sakura Sauce out.
Oh, all the sleep.
Ooh.
But Jandro's on the May. The icicles are flying, giving me flashbacks of Season 3 Doc. Punk gets taken down. And there goes Brow. Psycho wants more kills though. He knows the Mercy's up here, and so is the Sombra because they're healing the Sombra out of invisibility. Not the smartest idea. PowerPoint forced to touch the sleep on the area. Valhalla. EMP comes through the wall though. But Sakura does have the super charger. Could they pop it to get some value here? Nano comes on the Brow Daddy. Valhalla wants to fight this, but they're down too. Psycho on this Reaper is just getting picked. Punk throws a bomb, gets another. And Pizza Planet is getting close to beating Valhalla's time. I may be mistaken. I may be proved wrong. But there have been times where I have been proved wrong, so it's not very much of a surprise. As you can see, Reinhardt from Brow Daddy could be big here if he's able to get a big shot. But Masara's though on the rollout, not to get much. Does use the meteor strike to escape, but went right down, bam! Double Punk falls low. PowerPoint ends up getting the final blow. PowerPoint gets globbed too, and Pizza Planet's fight, or push is stalled right there. Psycho looked like he was gonna ult, but doesn't use it there. Too many people down. Lucasaurus picks him off, but Psycho doesn't do ult coming into this fight anyway. Lucasaurus just coming in, maybe trying to fish out some more kills. The D-Mac comes through, but Punk, that's a big D-Mac. Punk will not have his Mac for a decent bit, and they have to go into this fight with his Mac, where they're going in with basically one tank and 5 squishies.
Honestly, I think Bucasaro's Meteor Strike kind of saved that fight there a little bit. It got Hufflepunk just low enough to where Valhalla was able to aggress safely. And now they are getting close to, they got Tire and Shatter. Some really dangerous ult on the side of Valhalla coming through, but Quandary again has that Blizzard. The Quandary Blizzard have been on point this entire time. That's very scary. Here it comes.
If B uses this window right, he can keep his whole team. He is frozen up by the Blizzard though and gets taken out. Jandros continuing to play very good on this night. Psycho, all from behind, takes out 3!
Oh my goodness.
Psycho Mantis, ring, ding, 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 ding. PowerPoint gets 2 with that tire though. Can PowerPoint contest for long enough though to keep the fight alive? Doesn't look like he can. Beat can't touch. Even
Score.
Oh my goodness, and Pizza Planet will have more time than Valhalla here on this last push. Honestly, they just looked so much better there. They seemed really comfortable on that Mei Blade brawl that they came out with. Quandary did such a great job on the Mei. Great walls, too. Always getting the tanks from Valhalla out of position there. So the rest of the planet could aggress in.
Here's where your Pizza Planet going, like, yeah, we just, like, we rolled them, but then there's the thought of, why didn't we do that the whole time?
Yeah! It's
Why
like if you
didn't
guys,
we do that?
if you know, like, the Mei Blade's kind of like your thing, just continue to run it. Like, Psycho just looked really strong on that Reaper there. And did he play Reaper before?
Attackers incoming.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's
Alright, so we're gonna have PowerPoint going on to the Echo, which I don't think I've seen him play before. I could be wrong.
Courageous cowboy.
I've seen a little bit of PowerPoint
Years
Echo.
have
A little bit of
changed.
PowerPoint Echo?
Jesse.
Okay.
Not
I may
as
not have
most.
seen those matches.
my feelings about working with you.
Alright, we're gonna see Quandary back on the Mei. No shot there. The Mei honestly did so much on attack. And we're just gonna run Brawl, but this time Psycho's just gonna be on the McCree. And we're gonna be going something similar with
You also ran a
Valhalla.
Mei when Psycho was, when Pizza Planet was defending too. But, Rowdy though, Hufflepuff finds himself way separated from his team. Doesn't seem like he knew where his team was. Which is very not good. PowerPoint though on this. Echo does get poked out. Luxaros too, both DPS down, but PowerPoint is able to get rezzed. Echo Bomb's coming in, Jandro's playing aggressive with that Mei. As you should with a Mei, being able to enable your team to push forward, but not much like backup from Pizza Planet though. You can see the high ground contention from Sakura Sauce onto Punk. His PowerPoint is standing back, nearing that duplicate. Will he be able to do much with it? sticks all of the bombs to CM Punk, not able to finish the mech off with the team though. And Blizzard catches no one. Brown Eye though, counter
It
pin.
does force Valhalla off.
Shatter for
Ooh,
Brown
huge
Daddy, it's
shatter.
very big.
The beat will
Beat
come
though
through
from
Blob
Blob is able
Dragon.
to save them.
As
Nano
well as
onto
the
Brown
full
Daddy though. Is it still winnable? Brown is nanoed. And PowerPoint's also on the Echo Rhine. Shatter from PowerPoint.
Echo
Big.
Rhine turning this
And
around.
oh my.
This was
The
all in
double.
Japan's favor until the Echo Rhine stopped up.
Power
It was like my
point.
turn for the Xbox.
PowerPoint. That's illegal. That's nutty, man. Punk's gonna get staggered here. No, Valhalla could have staggered him way better there. But he dies anyway, which that's always your main objective, is to make sure he doesn't come back. High noon though. Blob gets solo shot. Psycho kills 2. And DMX Sakura though. PowerPoint though comes on a point. Tries to help Book of Stars. Meteor Strike coming through. Doesn't get the punch on the nerdy. Bomb gets PowerPoint.
It's gonna be over.
In Pizza Planet flips that fight though. But unless Bogasaurus can stall for a decent bit here, he cannot. Masala coming back on the Lucio, able to get the slight touch. Beat flies over there just for a slight second to touch. Masala on the Lucio, still wall riding. Jandros does not try to freeze him yet, but Psycho with the stun. And there's the whole stops there. But if you're Valhalla, you can't say that's your last. That's pushed it almost to the end of first point. It's very. Dorado's one of the more full holdable escort maps in my opinion.
It can. That first choke can be just really difficult to push through.
And plus, even if teams have been holding up as aggressive as they have been, they can fight at this little corner right here. Kenny, you're not getting the same cameras, so I wouldn't say here. In between the red and the yellow building, basically near the attacker's spawn, if you hold there, you do have a chance. If you back up right, you can hold at this bridge again, and this bridge is very hard to push through, let alone re-push through.
Are you talking about by the golden box, or do you mean up here in the choke?
Red and yellow building, like at the spawn of the attackers. I'm talking about.
Okay, I know what you mean. I was thinking attackers were like defenders. That was my bad. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, we're gonna be seeing similar compositions here from both sides. No difference, it's just Fiend's gonna be on this Zen. Maybe a little risky to run the Zen, but they're confident. Oh,
PowerPoint though, sneaking on the high ground. The target. Y'all just falls desperately low. PowerPoint able to finish that kill. Psycho Mantis does kick him out of the air though. Bogasaurus on the high ground as the crew, maybe contesting Psycho slightly. Punk's up there still though. Bogasaurus able to get out with their life. Brown Daddy playing really aggressive here into Hufflepunk. Just taking that aggressiveness, knowing he has his Zarya with him instead of that D.Va having that bubble protection. But Brown Daddy's shield gets broken. The constant spam of Psycho and D.Va does come into fruition there. PowerPoint though on the Junkrat though, mining straight in. Hufflepunk doesn't know he's behind him, but CM Punk able to support him there. Punk though, in too deep, gets D-Mech. Jandros gets the pick on the PowerPoint though anyway. Punk is D-Mech though. No mech for the D.Va. It's 5 squishies, 1 tank here. Masala has the nano. It comes through. Brown Daddy goes a swinging, and he's hit it like a home run. He's got one. Got the shatter. Got the fire strike. And he is still going. Bogasaurus has the high noon too if needed. D.Va almost had mech in the background, in the back line as well. Coming back in on the Echo. Psycho on the flank with 3, looking for a high new kill. Gets one on to PowerPoint. Gets the kill on the Bogasaurus. PowerPoint can turn this whole fight around, but Brown Daddy turns around, gets the pick. They get moved off the point. They're able to recontest. Brown Daddy gets the pin onto Hufflepunk. Hufflepunk trades pins. Beat is still on the point though. Brown Daddy staying alive though. But the coalescence pressure from Nerdy putting in a lot of pressure onto Brow. Brow almost has shatter again. Brow's looking for it. He sees it, gets 3! And the Lucio's down. The nano comes through again on the Brow. And Brow just doesn't die. Brow keeps swinging. Bomb comes through. High noon from Sorrows. Gets stunned, but it doesn't matter. Valhalla's still alive. Jandra's though, a big blizzard. PowerPoint though stays alive, stays out of the blizzard, is able to mine just high enough. Tire used, gets Jandros, Punk T-Mac, and that's the end of the fight for Pizza Planet. Pizza Planet coming in with only 40 seconds left, have to win this next fight, and if you're Pizza Planet, you had to kill Brow there.
It was crucial there to kill Brown, and they just let him live way too long. And the supports were able to build up their ults so quickly as well. Pizza Planet's still not pushing in here. They have 18 seconds left and need to push in and now.
You gotta use that speed boost. We'll have to maybe aggress fast. 10 seconds, they're on cart. Coalescence used early from Beat just to get some extra healing in on that fight. Jandros though trying to freeze up the coal. Does use the cocoon in the middle of Valhalla though. Can they punish him before he gets out? He gets slept on top of his own wall. CP's Planet still fighting his PowerPoint falling desperately low. Has to retreat, get the healing. The mine's coming through. PowerPoint is able to get the healing. The high dude gets eaten. Sakura puts the defensive matrix on top of Psycho. He gets nothing from it. PowerPoint on the Junkrat. Tires shut up point. Gets two. Pizza Planet. Desperation time is now. Proud Eddie has the shatter. He's waiting for it. Shatter comes through. It shatters the two that aren't that are under the cart and aren't protected by the shield. Punk gets a pick. The shatter shatters the and no one's on the cart. Valhalla. What the fuck?
Valhalla just like had the aggression turned up to 11 there, and they had some great ults just as well on that defense. BTLM just not getting the kills that they needed there. I think we got Valhalla coming out here and showing everyone what they can show us on Season 5. Like I said in the beginning of the match, this is going to be a team that has some big upset potential this season. So don't sleep on them. Right.
Yeah, that is very strong. You do see the GGs in chat, which is always good to see that people admire that. It was a very good game. It was a 4-0, but Pizza Planet kept it really close.
Alright, now we just wait for captains for their nominations.
And to see if we don't like them.
Stop that.
Hey, like I said, no winter blizzard world, Angie Zanny. I think if you're looking at it from both perspectives, it's gonna be tough picking a DPS MVP.
Oh jeez, I want it to be Rav so bad.
PowerPoint, Rav. PowerPoint, Rav.
PowerPoint, Rav. PowerPoint, Rav.
Rav. PowerPoint, really good Pharah. Rav, really good Sombra. PowerPoint, really good Widow. Rav, really good Sombra. But does the variety outweigh the skill on one hero? There's the dilemma. Alright. Let's see.
Nothing yet.
Oh. When we
I
get the
would not be
nominations.
shocked if...
So, 1 second. I hope this is okay. I had something come up really quick. So, I'm gonna leave the stream on so you guys can talk about MVPs, but I don't know when you guys will finish, so it might afterwards it might be 5 minutes of just nothing happening. Just a heads up. So sorry about that, but this is pretty unexpected. So I'll be right back. Hopefully I'm back in time to just end it as soon as you guys are done. But I'll be right back.
That is all good. But one thing I am going to say is we don't have a tiebreaker anymore, which is fine. Now we get to decide what we're gonna do on our own. Do shuffle shuffle.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Now everyone do the Cupid shuffle. Now it's time to get funky. No?
Globdragon has nominated PowerPoint and Brow Daddy for MVP for Valhalla. Ravioli Stain gonna be giving out her MVPs for the opposite team.
You look at Match Chat PowerPoint, just put, look at Brow Daddy, man. So inspirational.
Can't disagree.
If you're still in chat, you do know that is a reference. We're going to keep that reference to ourselves, because it's a very funny reference. But if you are still here, you will know.
And on the side of Valhalla, and Glob. Ooh. So what are we thinking for MVPs?
I think Brow Daddy's a lockdown.
Oh, for sure.
I believe that after Brow, DPS, I gotta go PowerPoint. You can pick either Rav or PowerPoint here.
I really want to say
my
Rav.
vote
I
is
feel like Rav just did so much. The PowerPoint is very flashy. Like, both did a lot. Like, it's really hard to choose.
Alright, so here's gonna be the deciding factor. I know this might seem very weird, but where is it? Have a coin.
Oh!
You flip a coin.
Heads Rav, PowerPoint tails.
Alright. Flip. It is heads. Ravioli Stain is the MVP. I would say best out of 3, but it's all fairness. Rav, congratulations.
I'm sure PowerPoint will get MVP a lot this season. So what are we thinking for support?
Just for a test? Oh, okay. Support. Do we go Masala?
I really liked Masala, honestly.
Like, I know it's rough to not give Pizza Planet an MVP here, but like, I feel like on every role, Valhalla had someone who was just better.
Honestly, yeah, same. Little Masala's sleeps were so on point, and the antes as well.
Very. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Our MVPs
are going to be Brow Daddy, Ravioli Stain, and Little Masala.
Alright, I'll post them.
Yet again, thank you guys very much for watching the stream. We very much do appreciate it. Of course, this was a very fun match to commentate. Pizza Planet, who is coming off of being a runner-up last season, sadly on the other side of a 4-0, but they can take this and move on from it, see what they need to work on, see what their problems are, and go from there. Of course, Valhalla, there was a couple mistakes, not very big, but you can obviously always work on something, even if you win dominantly. There's always something to work on. So, of course, that will be me signing off. I don't know about Doc yet.
I'll be signing off too. I'll see everyone around. Boop, boop,
Good night, everyone. And to all, a good year.
Ding.